You are listening to the Yeah, I Said It podcast with Humvee, Ilran, and DJ the DJ.
I remember asking you a goddamn thing.
Yeah, I said it.
Rodney King should have got a head beat for driving drunk and being grown in a Hyundai.
Yeah, I said it.
OJ did it.
Yeah, I said it.
And Rick Rosa Parks ain't do nothing but sit up like every time. That's why I said it.
Yeah, I said it. And another thing.
Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.
Yeah. What's going on? It's your main man, Humvee.
Ilran is back. And DJ the DJ, what up, though?
What's going down, man? Yeah, I said the podcast, episode number 70.
Yes, sir.
Episode number 70, right?
Yeah, man, this episode.
You looking like something stank like.
You know what? Yeah, it's episode number 70, man. What it is this is actually my first time using these headphones.
Yeah.
And
those new headphones?
No.
Oh, okay.
I got these. Jay's been using these.
Okay.
Shout out to Jay Young. He couldn't make it. He's a little bit under the weather. But I'm used to my Sonys, so it sounds different to me.
Ah, okay.
So I'm looking around like, are these things just because they sound boomy?
Boom. Damn, I'm thinking about something. Keep it booming. Oh, yeah. Big Crit. Boom.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's
okay.
what I'm thinking.
Yeah, that Big Crit jamming too, man.
Yeah,
We've been I've been kind of rocking out to it for a minute up until this last week because we've been checking out these other projects. This what was it? What was Jaden Smith? Sire. Listening to Jaden Smith and Sci-Hi.
No church on Sundays. No dope on Sundays. No church on Sundays. It's kind of wrong.
How about that?
Yeah.
No church on Sundays.
Yeah, no
dope on Sundays. And Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Right.
Freddie versus Jason.
Yeah. Which we'll speak on.
Well, that's the intro.
Yeah. What?
What? Let me show you what mine says. Let me show you.
Oh, your pirated version?
No.
Friday on Elm Street. Okay, that's the real one, right?
Not Freddie versus Jason is the intro. Is song number 1. So
Yeah.
I don't know what yours says. What does yours say? DJ, what does yours say?
Freddie versus Jason intro.
I'm talking about the album cover.
Yeah, Friday on Elm Street.
Yeah, Friday.
That's what it's supposed to be.
Yeah. No, because everybody was saying Freddie versus Jason. I'm like, what?
Nah, that's the theme of the album.
Yeah.
Anyway, we got those to talk about today, and man, I can't remember the dude's name, man. It's some cats that's been out there sexually harassing these women on the job, and now they getting fired.
Matt Lauer,
man, and Charlie Rose. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I mean, Charlie Rose.
Hold on. We're gonna get a rundown first. We get into the topic, right?
Yeah, but I was just
okay.
Just
juicing it
speaking
up,
on it, you know.
Yeah, but Charlie Rose
I'm
was
ready
like,
to
Matt
go.
Lauer. I'm like, God, not Matt Lauer. That Matt Lauer. They said, I said it podcast 601-641-9474. 601-641-9474. Can I say 4?
No.
No.
DJ, can you give him the email address, please?
Send the email to yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. That's yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. If you have any questions, comments, complaints, cares, or concerns for me, my co-hosts, or constituents, please send in that email and let us know what it is that you think.
Hey, can we get some elevator music when he says? That'll be so
You know what?
nice. Some contemporary.
I'm gonna put that in my notes.
Some contemporary nice. All right, so Thanksgiving just passed. Episode number 7 of the Yeah I Said It podcast. We missed an episode,
Right.
because it was Thanksgiving. So
Right.
you got to give thanks. And it's been so much going on, like in social media, saying, well, they give out facts like the Indians don't believe that.
That's not politically correct.
That's not politically correct.
The Native
Americans. India.
Oh my
Indians
God.
are from India.
Indians?
Yeah, you gotta be from.
No.
It's Native Americans.
Native Americans.
Natives.
The natives. Americans. But Thanksgiving, man, I ate. How about that?
Yeah, I mean, I did. Did you eat, DJ?
I ate, and I had 2 stops, and I ate.
Yeah, I mean, the idea of it being a day to be thankful is cool with me.
Right.
So I'm all right with that one.
That's how we should look at it, like that, and leave it there.
Yeah.
Right. Thanksgiving is Thanksgiving.
Now, what happened after that?
Yeah.
That's a different story.
Yeah, for another day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, that's messed up. What we laughing about?
It's true, though.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Because people, I always get the backlash for what I say about a lot of these holidays,
You do, man. You do.
I mean it, and I say it again.
Yeah.
Yeah, I said it.
I had something to say. I had something to message you about. You remember that conversation y'all had on the episode I wasn't here? You was talking about eating chitlins and why you shouldn't eat chitlins and all this and that and that. It's like if you know the origin story of a lot of shit, you'll eat a lot of shit.
What the hell?
You know what I'm saying? Nah, that's some dumbass shit.
That's some dumbass shit?
Man, what the hell is like is
No.
Come on, man. It's just complete like
You're not a scientist.
So go
and
through,
neither are they, motherfucker.
Some of them are.
go through a little bit of what the health is. What the health is, because
Okay.
I'm familiar with it, but I don't know.
What the health is 100% propaganda.
Okay, thank you.
Right,
I'm
so-
gonna go eat.
It's people who have a viewpoint who is doing everything to promote their viewpoint. And like, okay, they'll back something up with a fact like this. This is how they'll get you emotionally invested in what it is that they have to say.
Yeah.
They'll call into the American Heart Association and then start asking questions. The problem is when you call into the American Heart Association or anywhere else, you're gonna speak to a secretary. How many secretaries can tell you detailed facts about where they work? Not many. So the fact that they're calling in and talking to this person who does not know, they're not supposed to know. It's not their job to know.
Gotcha.
So it's some facts, loosely based facts. But when you say stuff like eating the egg is equal to smoking cigarettes, it's like, stop. It has as many carcinogens. You don't even know what a fucking carcinogen is. But they just say words that are buzzwords that get people riled up.
Right. Carcinage.
Yeah, so it's like the way, like even
I feel so much better now that I switched my headphones, man.
Welcome back.
Sorry to interrupt, but
Okay.
everything sounds so much better now.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the whole thing is this, is like, if I don't know what something is and you introduce it to me, you're the expert. Because I don't know what you're talking about. So
Yeah,
when you
that
watching
sounds about right.
when you're watching the documentary like What the Health and they're introducing all these topics, see, they're automatically the authority on whatever it is that they say because you don't have another frame of reference. You don't have a way to go by and to fact check what it is that they've presented to you.
So wait a minute, because I was a little distracted.
Right.
How do we get here?
You asked it.
Oh, okay. You was talking about. I was talking about eating chitlins.
Yeah,
Chitlins.
Right.
And
Chicle.
And I was just talking about the origin
Right.
of food, and then Humvee said What the Health, and then I made the comment that there was some bullshit.
See
Which
how
it
we-
is.
okay,
It's all
so
connected.
could you give us like one other thing that we eat commonly that
That
the
they said-
backstory would
They didn't say chitlin.
would align with chitlins?
Hold on. So
Would align with my view of chitlins?
yeah.
Crickets?
I mean, where you want to start at?
No, I was just saying, like,
I
because
mean-
I do feel the thing about chitlins was this. Damn, is my headphones loud or is my mic loud?
What? You wasn't there. Never mind.
No, I was gonna say the thing about chitlins was that the reason why it's such a thing, an issue for me is that they're not appealing in any way,
Right.
and until they're cooked, and then you don't mind eating them because it's like eating noodles.
Right.
There's not been a food that I can think of that has made me leave the house during the process of getting ready to cook them. And chitlins has made me do that. So that's why it's like, how do you get to the point where you are actually going to cook these? Like, how do you get from out of the store, out of the packaging or whatever it is, and you smell that, and you still want to cook it. That's what makes me. That's what brought on the whole thing for me.
Right.
So I was just like, what else is
so
there?
Nothing else. Like, that's a unique part of the process, right? So if they cared enough, right, they could take care of that part in the packaging houses, right? And then so when it got to you,
Could they?
Yeah, absolutely.
Because I know they sell them and they say pre-cleaned and cleaned already and all of that shit.
That's like the deveined shrimp. Like, yeah, you can try that shit if you want to. You know what I'm saying? But it's just like, so that
I think the process will probably be so much more time consuming that they're just not willing to do it.
Right, because you're going to do it. I just pass it on to you.
You're supposed to.
But why would you do that?
Right. I mean,
But anyway,
it just is what it is.
is there
It's like,
anything else other than chitlins and pig feet?
yeah, and
Pig feet, I don't think there's not some. Come on now, I just got started now, Creek. Hold on. There's not anything about pig feet that make them less appealing, other than the fact that they're feet. Like, I don't like the fact that you can look at them and they still look like feet when you eat them. But other than that, like, I would say they're fine. Right. Because any other portion of the pig is still whatever it is when you eat it. It's just the chitlins thing, that's like extreme. That's like you went out of your way to eat this shit smelling stuff. Yeah. But anyway.
That's because, like, at the point in which it was, the origin of it was survival. Like, you eat or you die.
Right.
So we know the origin of it.
What about wheatgrass?
What about it?
I don't know. I just threw that. Cause man, look. I went to Jamba Juice. Jamba Juice today. Me and the wife went and got a couple of smoothies. Mm-hmm. And they had like this patch of grass sitting behind the counter. And I was like, because her brother worked there, my brother-in-law works there. And I was like, man, you got a patch of grass back there. Like, and it looked like they've been using it. It looked like they've been like snatching pieces of grass, snatching some grass out of this thing. It's like
blender.
And he was like, nah, we got something in the freezer. And I just left it at that. But you look at it, you know how when you got a brand new yard and they put them patches of grass, it's a square.
Right.
It's like a 2 square foot piece of somebody's yard.
Right.
Right.
Sitting on the counter
waiting for you to
with a chunk out of it.
Yeah.
I was like, man, these motherfuckers crazy, man. But I know there's a lot of health benefits from it.
What?
Well, he gave me a whole book. They had a whole book in there.
They had a whole book?
Yeah.
Did you try some?
And I know, no, not interested. But I'm just saying, like, I do believe that eating vegetables and greenery probably is as natural as it can be. And it's probably as beneficial to you as anything can be. Mm. So I just go for whatever they tell me about wheatgrass. I mean, why not? I don't see it tasting like nothing, but
I don't know.
I mean, in our whole, like, even if you look at our medical,
after I just ate all this turkey, ham.
If you look at the medical side of it, it's like they're practicing medicine, and what works for one person doesn't work for another. So it's not an exact science. So even when you start to break down diets, it doesn't fit. Like, there's nothing that they can tell you that's going to work for you, because they don't know how it's going to work with your body composition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because if I'm used to drinking all this Knob Creek, shout out to Knob Creek.
Yeah.
Oh, wait a minute. Pause the show.
This show
is being covered by Knob Creek. What does that say? Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey.
Get up on some Knob Creek. Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. Get up on some Knob Creek. Small batch of 100 proof Kentucky bourbon whiskey. Tell me you wanna try. Pour a cup and sip till you.
Tell you what?
Till you say
Okay.
Wait a minute.
Knob Creek. It's too late. It's already done.
I'm behind.
Knob Creek.
There we go.
Yeah.
There we go.
Just 100 back. Drink it. Pour it some. Thank you.
My fault, man. I was off my mark on that.
I forgot all about the hand
good.
clap. I forgot all about the hand clap.
I'm over here. I got the switch. I got to type something in and turn this knob and press this button.
Episode 70 of the Yeah I Said It podcast. Back to the message at hand.
Yeah, man. I think we can skip that old health conscious stuff for now, man. We got to get into because, man, I want to hear about. I want to hear about it, but I kind of want to get to the shit with the sexual harassment thing, man.
All right, hold on. Before we go there,
Shit.
every time you do Knob Creek, man, you should just stick to the classic, man. And that happened, and it wasn't DJ the DJ this time, folks.
What was the classic?
If you want to go downtown,
He don't remember it.
you can slide on my Knob Creek.
Oh
Come
my
on,
God,
dog.
I
You
said
gotta stick to
that?
man.
Yeah, man.
Jeez.
Yeah.
We gotta make a mixtape full of the jingles and shit. For real, man.
Humvee Jingles, Volume 1.
Yeah.
All right. 601-641-9474. I want everybody to call in as we delve in on this topic right here of sexual harassment in the workplace.
In the workplace.
Because my boy Matt Lara, CBS in the morning. Hey, when I ain't watch
CBS
ABC
in the morning.
I watch CBS in the morning.
So he was like, when you get up in the morning and you got the news going,
Right.
and they talking about the weather and your commute to work and shit like that, and then you got your news. He was one of them guys.
Yeah, he was one of them.
For those people out there who don't know, I am Ilran, and I don't watch the news hardly ever.
And I'm DJ the DJ, and I second that.
And I'm Humvee, and I watch the news.
So I really don't know these people. Like, I can picture newscast people, but I don't know who they are.
Oh, I love him.
Only a few.
But Matt Lair.
I know who Cheetah Johnson is.
Yeah.
Nah,
All right, keep
he's
going.
all right. Mia
Sorry.
Gradney was better.
But Mia Granny is the truth.
Oh yeah.
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 Sexual harassment.
Oh shit.
So here's DJ the DJ's take. Sexual harassment in the workplace, everybody's against it, right?
Of course.
Right.
But some of this shit is just going too fucking far, dog. Like, you know the difference between sexual harassment and flirting?
Well,
If the person likes it or not.
That's it.
well, I don't think it's going too far because every case has been a groping.
We're not talking about
something.
extreme. I'm not even on that.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the extreme cases of somebody like physically harming somebody, putting somebody in a compromising position.
Pulling your thing out.
That part. Yeah. If you listen, if she has on clothes, don't take your dick out. Like, that's just a rule. Simple rule. You know what I'm saying? If she got her clothes on, leave your dick up. You know what I'm saying?
Let her
Unless
do it.
she's doing it for you, then don't just take your own dick out. Don't do that. Don't do that. Because if she finna do what we all think she finna do with all her clothes on, she don't have no problems taking it out herself. Trust me.
Right. Got you.
Okay, so
Slow down, DJ.
damn. So that being said, I'm talking about the cases where they're like, it's sexual misconduct, and then you read the transcript and you hear what happened, and it's like, okay, yeah, he made a comment, he did, and he should have known better, but you didn't redirect him. You made him feel as though his comment was okay because you didn't do anything to make him feel like otherwise. You know what I'm saying? And I think that's to me, that's the rabbit hole. It's gonna become a point to where people can't like it'll answer my question perfectly. The difference between sexual harassment and flirting is the person like you or not. If Humvee says something to a woman and she likes it, he's flirting. Oh girl, he flirt with me every day. If I say something to her and she don't like it, oh girl, he harassing me. Like, stop. I don't want to deal with that.
Neither.
Now again, when people touching somebody, come on, man. You in the kindergarten, they teach you keep hand, feet, and all objects to yourself.
Keep them to yourself.
Keep them to yourself. So you learn that early on. So if you're a dude and you're an adult and you at the point where you still touching and grope, like, stop it, man. You the weakest link.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm not even talking about that. And
I'm trying to picture like a scenario where it's like an old guy kind of like crossing the line a little bit.
Come sit on my knee.
A little bit crossing the line.
It's a bunch of that.
'Cause that shit is funny to me.
Yeah.
But I know it's not funny to everybody, I guess. But it's just the thought of it is like,
Come sit on my knee.
And like
I guess I laugh at stuff I shouldn't laugh at sometimes.
Nah, I'm not an apologist for anybody who takes things too far. Like, I'm not that guy. I have people who are very close to me, near and dear to me, who've been victims of sex crimes, be it rape, so I'm very sensitive to that. And I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the people who understand the time that we're in, and they're like, oh, all I gotta say is such and like, and they're trying to get somebody removed from their job.
Right.
And like, I'm talking about that because that to
Scandalous
me is
shit.
right. Like, and we need to
That's
be
what
able
it
to,
is, huh?
Yeah, we need to be able to differentiate between the two.
Right.
The people who legitimately did something, like, that's over there. But these people who, again, they getting these sexual misconduct charges, and they were doing nothing more than making sexual innuendo towards somebody. Like, come on, man, you grown.
And that's a hard offense.
It
Because
is.
like one time and you out the door.
You done. And you're labeled as that for the rest of your life.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so.
What if you're... Never mind.
Yeah. All I'm saying is that...
I was going to say, like, maybe you're a person who touches when you talk.
Right. And again, like...
So you talk with your hands.
Everything is within reason, though. Like, even for that guy, if he's touching you, if he touches her on the knee, that's one thing. If he touches her on the breast, something totally different.
Oh, man, come on. That's obvious, though.
Right.
But I'm
That's
talking
what
about,
I'm saying.
like, the touch on the knee, the slap on the knee thing.
So to me, like, everybody has a responsibility in that. Like, so if you feel uncomfortable with something, the first thing you should do is you're an adult. You can voice how you feel, right? And my problem, my bigger overall arcing problem with this whole issue is that we've placed money at a premium, and we've placed our own self-dignity below that, right? So they'll say in Hollywood, like, well, I was doing this because he was gonna crush my career. Fuck your career. Like, straight up. If your career is worth you being sexually harassed, god damn it, be sexually if you said it, that's what it take, and then fucking just take it. But if you're gonna say that, hey, look, I ain't willing to deal with this shit, and then don't deal with it. Go out there, go ahead, get blackballed. Get blackballed because you ain't want Harvey Weinstein hand on your tip. Okay, cool. What I mean, like, what's the cost?
The cost is your job.
Right, and fuck that job. I was looking for a job when I found this one.
But I only want this job.
That's the job that you wanted.
I don't give a damn.
I worked all my life.
Right, so take the sexual
All
harassment
my
that
life.
come with this. That's what I'm saying. Like,
Take it.
there are barriers to entry at everything you go to in life.
Okay.
And if that's the barrier to entry,
Right.
and you willing to go through it, then don't bitch and complain on the other side.
Right.
Like, I don't want to hear LeBron James talk about how much you got to run at practice. Motherfucker, you got to run. It is what it is. Like, don't complain about this.
Don't complain.
Don't complain about
somebody
getting your ass.
slapping you on the ass after a play.
If you're going to say, well, if I would not have done this, then this would have been, well, goddamn it, that would have been the outcome. You made a choice. Your grown ass made a decision.
Oh, shit.
And if it's about the bread, then leave it about the bread.
Shout out to
you
Malcolm
got your
X.
ass grabbed, and you made $100 million. That's a $100 million ass grab. A whole lot of people get their ass grabbed for $100 million.
Yeah.
Well,
It is what it is. You got to make a choice.
And there's that.
So what's the difference between that and a woman prostituting herself? You prostituting yourself for a job or for an opportunity. If that's what you want to do, then fucking live with it.
And this is the DJ rant session of
My
the show.
bad,
This is
man.
DJ's
This
corner.
DJ's rant portion of the show.
All I'm saying is,
What
if
was
you're
that,
gonna,
about 14 minutes?
Hey,
if you're gonna do some shit,
Take
right?
the ass grabbing if you want the job. Shit.
call
I'm
in
saying,
and give your take on
listen,
DJ's rant about
and
sexual
again,
harassment.
I'm not the guy who's like, oh, this is cool. That's not what I'm saying. I'm telling you, if you know the casting couch is real and you want to go into this profession When you're invited to the casting couch and you take your position at the casting couch and then you work with the motherfucker for 20 years, don't come out now and complain. Fuck you.
Right.
You don't have that much dignity. You don't have no pride. You don't have no standards.
That's real.
You are what the fuck you did. And you went out there and you prostituted yourself and now you got some money. So fucking live
Did
with
they
it.
really prostituted? Because
Absolutely,
in a
because
lot
what
of
is
stories,
prostitution?
in a lot of stories, man,
Words have definitions,
in
brother.
a lot of stories, they say the women, they say, well, we came into his office. Or we came into his house. It was a long, dark hallway, and he had some drinks and some candles, and he had
We were
the
just supposed to be
script on
going
the
over the
table,
script.
right?
Right?
And he placed his hand on my knee and
That wasn't in the script.
kept moving it up and all that. So,
And then what? And then what
so
did
so
your
you saying
grown
he
ass
supposed to be
do?
like,
What
"No, I
did
ain't
your
finna do this
grown
shit."
ass do? What'd you do?
Well, he was talking the whole while he was doing that.
Right.
I don't know what
If
that
you
was.
want
And you
this
kept
100
listening.
million.
And you kept listening.
You kept listening.
That's what I'm saying. You made a choice.
All right.
At the point, listen, we're not talking about kids. I'm not talking about if a 40-year-old man manipulated the mind of an 18-year-old. I'm not
All right.
talking
No,
about
no,
that.
no, not
right?
at all.
I'm talking about he's 50 and you goddamn 28.
Yeah. 30.
You're a whole adult.
Yeah.
You make choices in life, and when you deem that something is important enough to do it, then that's on you. I ain't holding nobody responsible for your actions.
Gotcha.
Like
So the what's my man name that got fired? Not the one you just
Matt
yeah,
Lara?
Yeah.
Or Charlie Rose. They both work for CBS.
What was it that they did? Like I know
I forgot the transcript on Matt Larry.
that it was like 3 people came out and said that he sexually harassed them at some point.
Well, I mean, Matt Larry fired from NBC. I'm sorry, I said CBS. NBC News after they received a detailed complaint from a colleague about inappropriate sexual behavior in the workplace.
No details.
No details.
So basically, he could have just been flirting.
He could have been flirting. But, like, what do you consider flirting, though? I like your hair.
I mean, it could be anything. Like again, like the difference
I was
between
trying to think of
flirting-
this joke, man, but it wouldn't fly right anyway, so never mind.
It's like this: if a woman likes a man and he's like, "Oh, that dress really accents your figure," it's a compliment because she likes him.
God damn, that's so fucking...
What if he says, junk?
Well, what?
All right, cool.
What?
If he says junk,
Junk.
Oh, okay.
yeah,
If he call it junk.
Oh, okay.
right. If she likes him, it's a compliment. If she don't like him, it's over the line.
Mellow yellow.
Oh shit.
What if he says stand up?
So, question. Was Jerome harassing people?
That's what I'm saying.
What's how we get to Martin?
Your name must be, what was it?
Your name must be Bunny, cause you look so fluffy.
Was that harassment? Was that
I mean,
sexual harassment?
Yeah, in accordance to the times that we're in now, then yeah.
Because that could have just been a bad pickup line.
If it's unwarranted, you know what I'm saying?
Because she look fluffy though, like you can't.
yeah, but that's
So now I can't.
that's
talk
like
to
they
women.
say, right? And that's what we're getting to the point to where, like, okay, if you're a
Don't come to work looking fluffy. That's
Hey,
what
how
it
you
boils
doing?
down to.
Hey,
right?
Hi.
I'm saying like
that.
this is what I've always noticed about
Then the women gonna say this guy's a fucking geek. He's a dweeb. I don't know.
That's how it goes.
Right?
This is something I've always noticed about women ever since, like,
Ever since I was a young boy,
yeah, I had visions of fame.
young lad. Ever since I was a little boy,
Young
that's
sire.
that thigh.
But like even when we were kids, girls would interpret what you said differently than they would take what you said and interpret it differently from what you meant. Right.
Right.
Case in point, you tell a girl, "Hey, such and such likes you," And because she don't like him, she responds, because she don't like him.
Right.
But I didn't say that you like him. I said that he like you. You don't get to control who like you. You know what I'm saying? And that's the same way that they treat this situation. And I'm definitely on the side of like doing what's right and then preserving what it is that you hold near and dear to yourself. So if a man says something to a woman that's out of the way, if she feels it's out of the way, her first line of defense is for her to communicate with him and say, hey, look, man, we're not gonna do that. You're not gonna comment on my figure. You're not on my shape, how my clothes fit me. We're not gonna do that. It don't have to be ugly. It don't have to be mean. She can tell him to be assertive and go about it that way. Cool. Now, if he continues to do it, now we are dealing with harassment.
Damn, jump.
Right. You don't like the junk comment? Say, hey, look, bro. I know what that means, and we ain't gonna even rock like that.
Right.
We ain't got that kind of relationship.
All that wagging.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Is like, all I'm saying, and my overall point is this, is that everybody has a role to play. If the man crosses the line, your job as a lady is to redirect what it is that he said. If he continues to do it,
you can't smile
now he's
while
violating you. Right? And if a man touches you, one strike, you out. We don't play them kind of games.
What if it's just the back of the hand?
No, if it's the back again, that's non-threatening.
Scratching.
Is that what it's considered?
Scratching on the
You're trying to
inside
get
of the palm.
trying to get into like a hallway, and you're both crossing the door threshold at the same time.
You turn your back and you let your back rub her back. Don't let your front region touch her back. Don't do that. Look at it as if your wife was watching you. What would you do? If your wife is watching you, you're not gonna rub your dick across that lady's ass. She just ain't gonna do it. There's gonna be some smoke in the city.
Excuse me.
I'm trying to think of a scenario.
And I know your wife. I know it's gonna be some problems. You know, she's gonna be like,
me,
nigga. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah. Pause. Can we pause right here and I make a comment about Thanksgiving?
Yeah.
So Thanksgiving,
get off this anyway.
Yeah. So Thanksgiving was awesome. I had my family over. Like we had a real good time. We had a blast, right? So we was over there. We laughed. We had plenty of food. We had plenty of people. We was over there playing LCR. That's our game. We gambled or whatever. We did that. We played some dominoes. We didn't play space because nobody wanted to get their ass buzzed by DJ.
Hey, I'm learning how to play.
Did y'all play Monopoly?
Yeah. No, we didn't.
Hey, the kids showing me how to play.
What about shooting dice?
Yeah, that's LCR. We played.
Okay. Did y'all play Sorry?
Game. We didn't play Sorry. We started to play Taboo. They did play some Uno.
I'm just throwing shit out there,
yeah,
man.
Hey,
we did everything.
We was getting it in, man.
Connect Four.
You know what I'm saying? And then
Connect Four?
Yeah, we did play Connect Four. We started. That was the first game we played.
Operation.
And we played Speed. We played Speed first.
Did play
then
Operation.
Connect Four. No Operation. We didn't bust that out.
Okay, you got one.
Yeah, and then we gonna
Jumanji.
Next time we're gonna no Jenga, nigga. Jenga.
Monopoly?
We did play Jenga.
I already said
We did
Monopoly.
play Monopoly.
Y'all play
and then
Sega
next time the adults are gonna play Drink, Drunk.
What?
It's look it up.
Drunk Jenga.
No,
I know that one.
That's
Twister.
funny. Didn't play Twister because it's too many people. Kids played
my family
outside
too big for that.
through the football, all that kind of shit. Like I said, I had my mother-in-law down.
Could you imagine his family trying to play Twister?
Right.
Now with all that goddamn powder on. This nigga over here powdered up.
Powder up, baby.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
he like you in the world's strongest man competition. Anyway,
Every part of your body.
look, so
Strong man, huh?
yeah. So after that, so when the family starts to disperse, I'm hitting ran up the whole day. I'm talking about this smoked turkey. And then our homeboy Curtis came by the house, chilled, chopped it up, whatever. Then I leave and I come over here and I get some of this smoked turkey. That when I tell you this is some of the best smoked turkey I've ever had in my life, his wife did the damn thing on that smoked turkey. When I took it home, my wife said, I want her to make a smoked turkey for us for Christmas. So I'm putting in my request right now on the spot, on the Y'all Said It show. No. You got to answer the question. Can we good?
I believe so.
Hey!
I believe so. But I'm getting this icy stare. And
I was here. I drove over here that night. And I brought him food. I brought you a plate. I brought you dressing and I don't know what
seafood.
Bought some seafood dressing, whatever. So I brought food and then I came and I made sure that I got mine the day of. Ain't no day after. The day of. On Thanksgiving Day.
He said he was coming by the next day.
He said he was coming.
And he ain't come.
What? He ain't come.
You was
On
like,
that
yeah,
bullshit.
it's one of my stops I'm making. I'm coming by the next day.
I did.
Yeah, you said that.
And then you didn't show up.
I don't remember that shit. We was at,
So the way
I
the
was at
turkey
work.
went, though, man, look.
Bruh.
Look. Whew. I don't know what she puts on this shit. I don't care. It's not my thing. She rubbed it down. She puts a bunch of butter and stuff and things and rub it in.
Yep.
And then she get the syringe and she
injects
sticks
it.
it and injects it. But this one,
Yeah.
she put about a good 2 pounds of bacon.
She wrapped it in bacon, dog.
Oh, hold on. She wrapped the turkey
The
in bacon?
whole thing had a bacon
whole thing
sweater
had a-
on.
Yes, sir.
The turkey.
The turkey.
How much did the turkey weigh?
I don't know.
But he had on. He was cloaked in bacon. Nigga.
What?
Bacon.
Wow.
She did that. Now that
A
thing was
layer of bacon.
awesome, dog. I didn't think I was gonna get home with the turkey.
Right.
I'm driving and I'm like, damn, I'm eating the hell out of this turkey while I'm driving. I had to wrap it up and put it in the back seat where I couldn't reach it no more. And then I got home, and then my wife was asleep by the time I got home. So she got up in the morning, and when she got up in the morning, she smelled that smoke, right? So she unwrapped that plate, and she had some. She was like, "Oh, I need her to make some of this for Christmas." Like the
Off
first thing
top.
she said. And I was like, "Oh, you like it like that?" She was like, "I like it just like that." And then she proceeded to eat the rest of the turkey. And she was like,
you got
"And so if I just leave you this piece, you gonna be okay, right?" I was like, "Damn." So I just wanted to give her props
Hey.
on air, man. She did the damn thing, and I definitely need one of those.
Yeah, I smoked that thing for about 5 hours.
Yes, sir.
The one that was wrapped in bacon.
It was live. Like,
Cause you know that's kind of that's a good pastime for me. Like I like
yeah.
to sit out there and light that pit and let that thing go and babysit that fire. Sit out there. I got my TV out there on the deck.
Yeah.
You know, I sit out there,
Yeah.
grab my drink about a good half of the way through.
Yep.
Cause you don't want to do that a little too early.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'd be a whole nother situation going on. Yeah, that was live. I just want to give her props, man. So, yeah. And so I think every year now we're gonna
Turkey
put in
bacon,
our
huh?
request.
I'll let her know, man. I'll let her know and see if we can.
Get some of them one of the
Yeah.
sweater
You know,
turkey.
And however
what?
much I need, I definitely want to make sure she pay her for her time and her energy and effort and all that too.
Sweater turkey.
We ain't trying to get no hookups. Like I really want to.
I am.
No. That's bullshit. You don't do that.
You can get a Cornish hen then.
Hey, that Cornish
that's
hen was
bullshit.
good.
Yeah,
Shout out to Edge.
Yeah.
I didn't get any.
You wasn't there.
It's a sketch.
Well, that goes both ways.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, Humvee.
Yeah,
You would
I missed out, huh?
Loved it.
I would've loved
Oh
it.
my god, it was lovely.
Hey, man. Well,
I smoked the turkey.
what's she gonna do
Yeah,
for
man.
Christmas? She gonna do that for Christmas then, huh?
I want one. I'm putting in my request, and
It's
I'm
too
paying.
late, huh? You gonna
And I'm paying.
okay.
Yeah,
All right.
I'm
well,
telling
hey.
you, man, it was
Sound
live.
like we
I'm
got
sorry, and I had a fat
That's
boy
new.
moment right there,
New.
but
Yeah.
we can.
All right,
we can-
okay,
can
where we at?
move on.
38 minutes.
38 minutes.
Cool. We hit a couple of those topics. We gonna talk Mason Cam, and we gonna talk this Jaden Smith project, the Sci-Hi project. We gonna talk about these slaves in Libya.
Man,
That's heavy, man.
yeah, man. Seeing all those pictures on IG and
But the question of the day:
yeah.
who's taking those pictures?
You gotta make a joke out of it.
No, but it's funny. What's so funny about it, because it's true.
took the picture.
You the one to tell a joke. Goddamn shit.
Who is this nigga up here with this HD camera?
Hey,
That's snapping pictures
I'm
of
over here
new
stressed
slaves,
out like,
nigga.
Yeah, he's tied up and everything, and he just got his
keep
camera.
going ham. You know?
He out there with his cannon.
Got
Got
live.
his what is it?
The DSLR.
Yeah.
Boy out there with his Nikon.
You know what I'm
Live,
saying? Snapping pictures.
live Libyans on
On Instagram.
like upside down. What just happened? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I was trying to move my...
I can't hear myself. There I am. Live Libyans upside down. Their feet roped up, and that's just crazy, man.
Yeah.
Selling them for $400.
Yeah.
They from Libya, so I'm thinking they Libyans, right?
As opposed to them,
Huh?
you said live ones.
Like alive people,
Right. As opposed to dead.
right, as opposed to dead.
Right.
So they not selling no dead Libyans.
They
You
kinda
can't get
alive.
it.
They
You can't
kinda
get
worth
as much.
much. Yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
You gotta get them on
Unless you're
discount.
harvesting their organs.
like
Oh damn.
that slave trade shit is crazy, man.
Yeah.
So basically, what they're doing, they're kidnapping them,
Mm-hmm.
and then they're who's buying them?
I think it's the Indians.
Hold
right?
on. What do you call when an adult is snatched?
Adult nap. They're grown napping them.
Adult nap.
They grown napped them.
Hey,
grown
like that boy.
napping
They got grown napped.
Hey, like that.
Man, I'll be surprised if nobody says nothing to us about how we treated this conversation.
Hey, man, that's y'all too. That shit is fucked up to me,
Who taking
man.
pictures of niggas getting grown napped?
Hey, it's fucked. Hey,
I'm just saying, because kidnap mean that a kid was napped, like he was snatched or he was taken, right? So if I'm an adult, I can't be kidnapped
And
because
our
I'm not a
ancestors
kid.
was done
It
the
gotta be
same
grown
way.
napped. It was grown napped. They grown napped.
our ancestors were done the
He
same
got
way,
adult
brother.
napped.
They were done the same way, my brother.
You gonna still get these jokes. You can say whatever you want to say. You gonna get these
Hey,
jokes,
man, our
nigga.
ancestors were done the
Shout
same
out to
way.
Knob Creek.
Knob Creek is not making me feel that way.
Yeah,
So,
you ain't had enough.
I'm glad one of us is keeping it together, man.
So our ancestors got
I'm
grown
coming
napped.
unraveled
they got
over
grown
here.
napped.
I don't think they got grown napped. I think what happened then in the slave trade is I think that they were manipulated onto the boat.
Yeah, I don't think it was
Okay.
like the way they making it sound like these people, you know, they sold their own people. I don't see it being that simple.
Okay.
Cause you got warrior tribes that we knew of.
Mm-hmm.
Like these people, you can't just come in there and you know what I'm saying, like I'm gonna sell off
Yeah, they
my
wouldn't.
people. Like that doesn't sound like something that Africans would do.
Right.
For what we know about Africans.
Right.
Unless
They ain't
everything
get
we know is
strong
completely
arm.
false.
Right. You wasn't just finna come in and strong arm. I don't think that was happening.
So who's kidnapping? I mean, adult napping.
Grown napping.
Grown napping.
I
Who's grown
think
napping?
we decided on grown napping.
Yeah.
Who's grown napping them? Is it I think it was the Indians, right? Now
Not
I can
sure.
say it. Now I can say Indians, right?
Because they're from India?
You're right.
Oh, okay.
They're the Indians.
I don't meet aggressive Indians. I don't know how that works.
I've never met any either.
I have.
What I will
Maybe
say
they
is
don't
this.
they don't come to America. They're aggressive for
yeah.
the state.
They gotta stay home.
They
Ain't not welcome nowhere else.
was all fucked up.
Stay your ass there. Stay your ass there.
Golly, dog. Man, we need to just go to the music.
When they come over here, shut your ass up. So this is what I will say about the whole situation. Like, I think it's like utterly repulsive, and like I wouldn't wish that on anybody
At all.
for people to be put in those kind of dire straits.
I want to know who's buying them. How is somebody doing this?
Right.
Because you can't like bid on them on eBay or nothing like that.
Right.
Like, so if somebody's got,
They got silent slave auctions.
boy.
Silent
But I'm
slave
saying you got to
auctions.
take them somewhere.
Yeah, yeah.
So you got to have the rest of the world is not going to allow this to be cool.
Right.
So you can't just go cop you a slave.
Nigga said, "Cop you a slave." Give me 5 Negroids.
I don't want to talk about this no more. There's no easy way to do this.
It's fucked up, bro.
It is.
You can't.
And I think that's the moral of the story is like, man, that shit is fucked up.
God, you
that's
can't
the
go
moral
get a
of the
bank
story.
loan out and just go cop you a slave.
Yeah.
Take
loan?
him
Come
take
on,
him
I'm
with you
gonna
somewhere.
need $40,000. I need me
Go to the- go
I'm
to
gonna
the-
need me about 100 slaves
To the loan store, the cash loan place.
Yes.
Golly.
Damn.
Ain't no PLS over there.
Yeah, I'm,
They're not doing it.
Say no PLS. Damn, you ain't shit.
I'm saying like, man, like it's a real fucked up situation,
shit.
and it's like one of them things, man. Like, well, you gotta laugh to keep from crying, because if we really get
Right.
heavy on it, then like, I mean, I'm sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Like, I definitely be in my feelings about that shit.
Of course.
I think it's just incredibly fucked up, and I wouldn't wish it on anybody. And I hope that shit stopped like yesterday. That's how
if
I really
anybody wants
feel.
to call in and correct us,
Please do.
Please do so.
or answer some of these fucked up questions,
Yeah, like who's
601.
taking these pictures, and what is it called? Kidnapping.
Grownapping.
If they grown, they got to be grownapping. You do agree with grownapping.
I
If
agree
you
with
agree with grownapping, send us an email at yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. That's yeahisaiditpod@gmail.com. And hit us up and let us know what you think about this whole grownapping thing.
Yeah,
That's
Of the
is that-
Libyans.
Is that the title of the episode? Grownapping.
It's gonna have to be.
Yeah, it's gonna be grown napping.
601-641-9474.
Thank you,
Can I
DJ.
say foe?
Thank you, DJ, for that. You know that should be the top story in all the news outlets, but it's not. The top story in the news outlets, and we didn't talk about it in the rundown, but I'm going to talk about it here. British
L
Prince
dumbass.
Harry is married to
Oh, that-
actress Meghan Markle.
That's not the top of the fucking news.
That is the top of the fucking news if
No.
you watch news. Yes, it is.
There's something about L Dummy. What L Dummy did today?
Trump.
Yeah.
I don't
He
know
did
what
something.
Ain't no telling, man.
Yeah,
He
that's-
probably talked about Matt Law or some shit. I don't know.
You know, I purposely avoid Trump news
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
unless it just pops out right in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Like I purposely, like I see something. If I see a headline, I look over it.
Mm-hmm.
But if the whole story is like you could get the whole story right there in a snapshot, that's the only
Right.
time I really look.
Yeah.
Because I don't have to look.
Right.
You know, it's right there, man. I come on, bruh.
Right.
What else is there? Like
Yeah.
at this point, we just waiting to see who shoots the first missile that lands, or if they're gonna impeach him. That's all. That's it.
That's it, huh? Yep.
That's it.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And so you said Prince Harry's engaged to whom?
Meghan
black
Markle.
chick.
Yeah, black chick, and I didn't know that she was black. Like I didn't know she was. When I first seen her, I was
I
like,
didn't know who she was.
I didn't know she's an actress.
I still don't know who she is.
I still don't know what movie or TV show she played on. I don't
Is she black for real?
know. Her mom is black.
So she's half black.
What does
She's
she
got-
identify as?
Black.
So she passes.
Yep.
Okay.
Did she pass the paper bag test?
That knows.
Obviously.
Black.
She's marrying the prince.
Oh, this the chick from Suits. I know her.
Okay. Okay. So she plays. Okay. TV show.
Yeah, she play a white girl all the time. Yeah, like people don't know she black. You can't look at
Yeah,
her
you
and tell
can't
she black.
like. I'm looking at. I'm like.
Like Lionel Richie's daughter.
Yes. Now
She's
yeah.
adopted though, so she's white.
She's adopted.
What?
Yeah.
Oh shit. Well,
She was adopted.
There's that
Nicole?
theory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't know that. Damn.
Moving on.
Like fair skinned black people like
Grown
exist
now.
and they like super like Curtis, like in his family, like it's people light bright damn near white, but like you can tell they're black because they have our features.
Yeah.
And there's other black people who like Logic, right? Like
Yeah.
you can't
You cannot
tell.
fucking tell. With him.
Right, like you can never get like if I told you that Logic was half black,
Mariah
half white,
Carey.
J. Cole was half black, half white,
Mariah-
and Drake was half black, half white, you would never guess that they were all the.
I don't think Mariah Carey's house.
She half black, half white. What are
She
you
is?
talking about? What are you saying?
What? That's
Why
why
the
she.
fuck have you been?
That's why she can sing like that. Okay.
Yeah, it's the nigga side.
Damn.
Yeah,
Can we
that's
choose?
that's what
can
that's
we
what gives her the
choose another
soulfulness.
term?
Like Alicia Keys.
That's what gives her the soulfulness.
Hold on. What about Pink?
pink white?
Okay.
That sounds funny. Say that again.
She pink white.
She fine though.
That's sexual harassment. Don't do that.
Fuck, it's sexual.
Yeah, she might
harassment.
not be attracted to you. You gotta
Yeah,
find
you
out
right.
how she feel about you first.
Damn, that's crazy. What about women doing that shit to men? I don't,
Depends on how she looks.
Oh, it's the same way then.
Yeah.
It's
If
the
she
same
fine,
way.
if she fine, it's a compliment.
Yeah.
If she built like a bag of mayonnaise, no,
Yeah,
you
a
harassing
bag of
me.
bothering
mayonnaise.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, a bag of mayonnaise don't have no definitive
Damn,
shape.
you ain't shit, nigga. You don't give damn.
Yeah, you know, a
that's
bag of
fucked
mayonnaise
up.
don't have no definitive shape. That shit changes depending on how it's constituted.
I've never seen a bag of mayonnaise.
A bag of mayonnaise.
Yeah, well, work at Subway, and you'll see a bag of mayonnaise.
Oh,
Say
okay.
a bag of mayonnaise.
Yeah. And
No, you know what? It's funny. I'm trying to think of a time when a cute chick was real flirty with me, and I'm drawing a blank.
good answer. Good answer.
I'm
Good
drawing a
answer.
blank.
Grownapped.
It's a smart man. It sounds like a man whose wife listens.
Shout out to
It
the
might have
outcast.
just flew over my head. I
Does
don't
your wife
know.
listen to the podcast?
I hope not. I've been a lot more careful.
No, hey, that was perfect.
But there was this chick that worked at the pet store,
Right.
and I recognized her, and she obviously recognized me, but didn't know from where. I think we were at high school together, which
Right.
gives you
Right.
a good span of years in time, and she was real friendly.
Damn sure ain't fucking with a bitch that worked at Pep store.
No, you're right. No, that's not happening.
Off top, that's strike one.
But she was like extra, like,
see my
hey, how?
Yeah.
Like, you know, y'all. I mean, y'all out there listening, you can't see, but
Your
like,
hands.
yeah. And I was a bit uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Like, damn, bitch.
Like, yeah, to the point where I was uncomfortable.
Yeah. Was your wife
I
there?
think you should say something about it.
Nah.
Say something about it now on the podcast, how you felt.
I could
Come out.
I could get her fired from a pet store job, couldn't I?
Oh. So fucked.
Are you helping her out when you get her fired from the pet store? If she over 30 years old, you working at a pet store, and you're not in.
It might be a
you're in
part-time job.
You're
You
in
know
an
what she
entry
got
level
going on,
position. You're in an entry level position.
I don't know, man.
You don't know what she got
I'm
going
sorry, I don't mean to be
Stock and
judgmental.
dog
Let me
treats.
stop. Yeah.
Bacon strips.
Bacon.
You know, you got to be real careful with those decorations that go in the aquariums, though.
Yeah.
Like them shits can break. You gotta know how to handle stuff like that.
Hey, look, check this out. So I
They
was
sell
in a,
live crickets. You know, it takes a certain skill set.
yeah.
And when you ever tried to catch like fish with them net when you buy a fish,
Oh, yeah.
You know I ain't never did
them
none of that
motherfuckers
shit,
fast.
Yeah, it's like herding cats.
though. You know I ain't did none of that shit.
Yeah, it's like herding cats, man.
You know,
shit.
your ass.
Yeah, I think
So I was
might
in a
have been
grocery
harassed.
store
Yeah.
with my mother-in-law, and then this girl like spoke. Somebody who works there. She was like coming to work
She's
Why
like,
you
hey, Damien.
Why is your face
I mean,
fucked
DJ.
up when she speaks?
because my mother-in-law says, "Well, she was smiling at you."
Well, who is that?
I was like, "I've never seen her before in my life. I don't know what to tell you." It made me very uncomfortable.
It will make me
Very
If
much
you're
so.
with your
Was she
mother-in-law,
attractive?
Yes,
That's why you uncomfortable.
absolutely. Because that bitch.
Because if she wasn't, your mother-in-law would have said nothing.
wouldn't
You
have
wouldn't have
said
gave a
nothing.
damn.
But she thought the lady was pretty.
Mm.
So she wanted to point out to me that the lady was smiling. But like, well, what you want me to do? I don't control that people smile at me. You know what I'm
shit.
saying? It just happens. So,
I haven't had that happen to me for
I-
a very long
I-
time, man.
I haven't had it happen to me at all.
it's just smooth chocolate skin, brother.
That's what it is.
It gotta be.
Every time. Every time.
When I walk in the store, they say, "Nigga, what you doing?" Like shit, I'm scared of this nigga. So
Yeah.
I get the bodyguard type. You know, when I go to the club,
Hurry up and buy.
that type of shit.
Nah, see. Do you smile when you're out?
Nah,
I smile all the time.
joke ass.
Because I look intimidating to some people.
That's fucked up. That I said that. I'm sorry about that.
I love you too.
No, not to you, but I'm just saying like that's
No,
political shit.
like I do. Like I mean, I'm not super tall, but I mean I have a little height. And
I like
little,
your head though.
I got. Don't say that. You gotta
Pause.
relax. You gotta relax.
No, I'm talking about
You gotta relax. Shout
Yeah.
to Jay Young. You gotta
gotta
relax. Don't do that.
Shout out to Jay Young.
Don't
No, I'm
do
talking about the ball head.
No, I'm saying no. You wear jellies and shit.
Yeah, I tell
Don't
the
tell him,
listeners.
man.
He
I
has a
like
bald
your head.
head.
Like no, nigga.
And it's
You don't
always
know nothing
shining.
about my head. You
Every
don't know
time he comes, it's
nothing about
always
my
shining.
head. You don't know nothing about my head. Don't you ever?
His
in the
head is
history
always
of
shining.
niggerdom ever say nothing about my head. You don't know shit about my head, dog.
The head stay shining.
Hey, man, I'm gonna put my cap on, dog.
No, don't put the cap on. Nigga. It's over there. It's over there.
Let me put my cap on. This nigga made me feel uncomfortable. I would be wearing
Oh,
a
so
beanie.
I made you feel
That nigga
uncomfortable?
just
So you
I
gonna come
would
out?
be wearing a
What kind of
beanie.
hat is? Oh, okay.
That's
okay.
the Astros.
Yeah,
that's that gold.
super fancy.
Yeah, that's that. I couldn't wear that because it's too much gold. Like
I'll be wearing a beanie for the rest of the time we record it. Yeah, I said it, yo.
I like your head.
I like your head.
Pause.
No, nigga. The fuck you do? But anyway, so I got a little height on me, got a little size on me. So when I walk in places, people are seemingly intimidated. So I make sure I smile all the time, and I smile at everybody.
The big
why?
black guy.
Why you got to do that though?
But and listen, I shouldn't have to do that. But the fact of the matter is, we live in Houston, Texas, and there's a lot of people who are very open and accommodating. There's a lot of people who are very judgmental.
Right.
And me being in the position that I'm in, I would rather come off as friendly
Right.
than to come off as aggressive because I don't need that energy. So I do
feel-
what's
I
necessary for me because I understand that people do not read the book. They just they just look at the fucking cover.
That was just like when I was at Target today. I pulled up Target.
Did you have all that powder on you?
No, I didn't. I had all. I was
Powdered up.
I was powdered up later on, but I pulled in the parking lot, open space, plenty of parking spaces. I parked in the back part, so it was open. This white guy, he came out, he seen me. He was walking, then he turned around, got back in his truck, and moved and drove his truck closer to the store. I'm like, is that for me or something, honey? Like, you know what I'm saying? So I got out the car and just walked on into the store.
You didn't say nothing to him?
Nah, I mean, because I ain't wanted.
Yeah, I understand.
No,
I
you
would've
don't
said nothing
understand because you
He
smile.
might have just saw that there was
yeah.
a closer parking space.
Nah,
and
come
didn't want to
on
have
now.
to carry his
Come
packages
on.
back from the store all the way to the end of the parking lot.
See, you ain't big and black. That's why you
I'm black.
looking
I just ain't big.
at Right. That's what it is.
I'm
And,
average.
and he smiles a lot.
I've learned to do that
Right.
because of the reactions I was getting before.
Right.
I don't smile.
I do.
That shit, bro.
Like, I
no.
You're way too big to not smile.
Yeah.
Fuck that.
You gotta
shit.
smile.
You gonna
I'm
get
friendly.
shot.
I'm not gonna get shot.
You gotta smile, man.
Fuck that shit.
It don't hurt nothing.
Come on.
Yeah, it's easy to start a conversation. People start to talk to you. People start
I
asking you
want them to talk
questions.
to me.
No, I do.
I don't want people to talk to me a lot of times.
I don't want none of that.
Yeah, see, I don't want the small talk, but I don't mind a real conversation. If you want to have a
God damn,
conversation,
what
we
you
can
got?
talk.
Shit, you got shit to do.
But you like the attractive ladies that walk in.
Look,
and speak.
you got shit to do, DJ.
I will not
fuck that.
incriminate myself.
Golly.
What that nigga said when I come in on the ground that I may incriminate myself.
Oh shit.
See, that's fuck.
I was drinking, but I wasn't fucking driving.
Hey,
Wasn't
man.
fucking driving.
Fuck the goddamn shit. Hey, if you let us know what you think about what we talking about, man. 601-641-9474. 601-641-9474. Can I say?
4.
Don't do
Yes,
that.
you can.
No, you can't.
Ha got him. So yeah, I said a podcast episode number 70. Let's go ahead and get into this music, man. Can we get into the Mace and Cam diss? Let's go ahead and get into that.
Yeah, let's talk about it because
All right, for me, when I first heard the Mace track, I was like, oh, shit, this shit hard. Then fucking ill got into my ears like, oh, this shit is whack. What? Why is it?
did I call it whack?
Well, you said Cam's track is hard.
No. Because I just heard Cam's. I think we were talking about Mace's shit.
Yeah, Mace. Yeah, I'm talking about Mace's track.
Okay.
The Oracle. That was
Right.
the name of the song. So he was just spitting out, I guess, facts. I don't know. I'm not sure, but I know Cam's diss track. What's the name of it? Dinner Time or something?
Dinner Time.
Yeah. I think he was spitting out like facts for real. I think he was spitting out.
See, the thing with this stuff is
I like the
it
way
can-
Mace rhymes though. Like he came in,
but with this battle for me between Mace and Cameron, I think for me to me,
but me.
as for me and mine,
You gotta stop saying me.
I'm trying to find the right way to say it. I don't know, man. It's shout out to Knob Creek.
Go for it.
I think it boils down to who I prefer to listen to, not the bars or the rhymes per se. I would rather listen to Cam than Mace.
And I think you told me that you were kind of like upset because he came because he's left from hip hop. You know, he's in and out all the time.
No, because I'm not that big of a fan. I'm just saying if I had to pick one to listen to,
right.
I could say that from what I've heard on both sides, I would rather listen to Cam than Mace.
Okay.
What I said about the diss track that Mace did towards Cam was that it sounds like he could have done this 20 years ago.
Right.
He sounds like the same Mace from the mid-90s. And I can't really say that I'm impressed by that. Like, I think there's something... I don't think everybody can pull that off. Everybody can't have the same sound that they had 20 years ago and it still be cool.
But I mean, it's a diss track. It's not like a feel good, you know, how Mace do it. It's just, you know, it's a diss track.
Even as a diss track, it's still a song. It's still rhyming, rapping over a beat.
Right.
It's not an acapella. It's not an open letter.
Right.
So you still have a skill set that you have to put forth. And I'm not really impressed by Mace's style. He can rap.
Yeah.
I just don't find his style appealing.
That's what that's what I was liking about it, because he could rap. And the track, he could rap.
Yeah, it was cool.
It was cool.
I didn't hear nothing that stood out. Like there wasn't a track a bar in there that I heard that made me want to rewind.
I'm trying to think.
And I didn't hear that in Cam's either, as far as like just bars. But the way the song was put together itself, I thought was more entertaining. I thought it was just a better song. I don't think either one of them out-rapped each other. I just think Mace's sounded dated, and Cam's didn't.
Damn, dated. I don't know, man.
So the way I see it is, I think Mace definitely won. Because
Mace won.
I'm gonna tell you why.
Okay.
He had the same advantage that Nas had over Jay. Nobody expected it. Nobody expected anything from. We've been hearing Cam diss Mace. We've been hearing Cam say slick shit.
Yeah.
So he had the luxury of him saying something, and we like, oh shit, he doing this? This what he doing? So he had that. That's an advantage. He used the classic hip hop beat. Like, when I mean classic from the sense that it's like super popular, but people did recognize the track.
Right.
And they knew it wasn't original. They knew where it came from, and they knew Jay was dissing Nas over that beat. So, for whatever it's worth, people knew that. Cool. He did sound dated, but he sounded like Mace.
Mason Betha.
Which is cool because even at the time he was doing it, nobody else was doing it like that. So, it's very true to himself. So that's some hip hop shit right there. You know what I'm saying?
Sound like Murder Mace.
Yeah. I mean, all Mace always sound the same. Like, you know, there's no different Mace.
To me.
Yeah, Mace just sounds like Mace. Like, that's it. Like, I don't care what you talk. You can say the most gangster shit or the most loving shit in the world. This shit sounds soft. It just does. Like, it's just the way you rap, right? So
Damn.
Cam has dissed Mace so much, it's kind of like, man, it's like you're doing too much. So Mace had every advantage in the battle, and he took advantage of his advantages. And so I think that lends itself to him getting the kudos or the accolades and people talking about him, whatever. Like, and
We'll
I feel the opposite.
rise to the top.
I feel the opposite of how you feel. I hate the way Cam raps. There's not a Cam verse.
Was dinner
There's
time.
not a Cam verse that Cam has ever spit that I like.
What?
Not one.
No, hold on.
There's not a Cam verse that exists that he's recorded and put out to the public that I
the
like.
Clips album,
Not one.
the Clip
There's
Popeyes.
not a Cam.
Popeyes.
There's not a Cam verse that exists that I listen to.
Tell me Popeyes didn't
There's
go hard.
not a Cam verse that's ever come out of Cameron Giles' mouth that I want to hear. At no point, if I die and never hear Cameron Giles rap again, I'll totally be fine. I'd rather listen to Silk the Shocker.
Hey,
Damn.
now, hold on now, my nigga. Now you know I fuck with
You know
Silk.
this nigga, man.
I'm
What about
saying,
the SDE album?
I'll rather listen. Again, I'm not talking about his skill. I'm talking about the way he raps. Again, skill is something totally different. That's the way you put together rhymes and all of that shit.
Right.
All right, cool. But the way he delivers raps, I'm good on that.
Wake up, nigga.
I don't want to hear nothing. I don't want. If I never hear "Oh Boy"
Shout
again,
out
I'm
to
fine. If I never hear "Horse and Carriage" or the remix, I'm fine.
Was terrible. I couldn't stand that song.
That shit
And
was
I
fire.
think, and Silk killed him on the. Silk killed him on his own song.
Silk was on there?
on the remix.
I don't care to hear that shit at all.
Hold on, let me fuck with my nigga Silk.
Yeah, cop me
Skip.
diamonds, never diamond cuts. Forget the money, cause I can buy with
you
it
know
without
it,
the
huh?
shit. The down girl, cause I can buy with it without the chick. Silk the Shocker, Cam Run. You gonna have to say here? Hey, miss, I can pull you with it without the six. I ain't the CEO, but I ain't far from it. Since I ain't far from CEO, that mean I ain't far from having CEO money.
Huh.
So
Ooh, he went hard up.
you stupid dog.
Especially
I'm
on
just
that.
saying. I don't
Y'all
like
losing me,
Cam.
man.
I don't like
I'm finna sit back and close
don't
my
like, I
eyes.
don't like, I don't like, I don't like
He said,
Cam.
I don't like Cam.
I don't like Jim Jones. He's a horrible fucking rapper.
His second album was hard. I don't know the name of it.
Said no one ever. Like the fuck, like again. I never take anybody's skill from him, but I don't like hearing Cameron rap. I just don't. Like,
So, I mean, what do you think about the Dipset then?
I
like
don't,
the reunion.
I don't think about the Dipset.
Come on, man. Jules.
Do we have any voicemails? I mean, emails?
Come on, Jules Santana, bro.
I
this
gotta put
shit,
it up,
man.
man.
Damn, that's so fucked up. Ain't that some shit?
I mean, Jewels is the best of the worst. Cause them niggas is terrible.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, I'm sorry. I'm going off on them things.
Dipset. Hey, what are your thoughts on the Cameron Mace diss tracks towards each other? Give us a call, 601-641-9474. 601-641-9474.
And she said, okie dokie. And I said, holy moly. Like, stop that shit.
Karaoke.
Stop
You
that
turn around, sit down. I'm thinking,
Ooh,
come on,
hokey pokey. That's what that nigga gonna say.
all right, man. All right. Ill is upset behind
I'm
it.
sorry,
I'm sorry.
man.
Ill. We had to talk about it, though. We had to
That
talk
shit went
about it.
too goddamn long.
We had to talk about it, man. Hey, let's get into these album reviews real quick before we wrap up the
shit.
show. So, yeah, I said the podcast, episode number 70.
Jaden Smith Sire. What we got?
All right. Now, I'm a big Jaden Smith fan. I'm sorry. I am a big.
I want to go home.
Why you doing this, man? Listen, man.
Man, I'm tired, man. Shit.
I'm
Fucking
looking.
with this Knob Creek. Shit flying in my nose. I can't see it piling every fucking where.
Shout out to Isaiah Carey. Oh shit! Hey, so his last mixtape,
Cut your ass fucked up.
his last mixtape, CTV2.
Why do you always do this?
What?
This is what I.
Why does when somebody come out with an album, you talk about the album before the album?
This is what I do, man. I like to
Shit
build
whack.
up. I like to build up to.
So I
what
listened
do.
to Jaden Smith, right? Sire.
That's so
Sire.
fucked up.
Yeah.
And I thought it was cool.
This what we're reviewing.
Yeah. What I didn't like was like the first half of the album had the same flow, and I couldn't tell if the songs were different.
Yeah.
That kind of threw me off.
Sound like one long ass song.
Yeah.
Right.
But then I looked at the names of it,
Blue,
and I was like, oh, that's interesting. That's cool.
Yeah.
But I only listened to it once, which I hate to listen to something one time and then review it unless I pretty much already know the artist and how I feel about the artist.
Right.
And I didn't really get a chance to give this one the full give it my full attention. One listen, and I still thought it was cool. I'm gonna give it a 7 as it stands now.
Yeah.
Because the creativity was up to par. The flow got old to me. But I'm gonna go with that.
Every week I listen to the Shoot from the Hip show. The Montoya, shout out to Montoya, shout out to Reese. Montoya gives a joke in the beginning of the episode, and he always says, I don't want to explain the joke. If you have to explain the joke, not a good joke. So when I'm listening to an album, if you have to tell me the concepts and the what you would do, not good. I don't like it.
Not good for you.
A lot of people,
Right, that's what I'm saying.
A lot
For
of people
me,
probably don't know.
I'm
though.
talking about me.
No, see, that's the difference.
Yeah.
DJ catches on to that type of shit.
Oh,
So
okay.
if you got to tell him, it's different.
Yeah,
If you got to tell somebody else who doesn't get that stuff,
right.
I'm doing it for my listeners.
Yeah, but like,
depending
So
on
I
the type
feel-
of listener you are.
right. Like I tell you, the worst show I ever been to was when George Duke was talking about, I'm going to take you into my world. Like, I don't want to hear your world. Fuck your world. Entertain me. That's why the fuck I'm here. It is what it is. So, anyway. So, now again, Jaden can rap, but his flow was very singular. And I've heard him rap differently before, but I don't know, I guess he just fell in love with what he was doing. I mean, I think conceptually, I can see where he was going, but again, I always like cohesive. I always hear me say that word, cohesive project. Like I wanted to have a feel, and then I wanted to have a direction, and I felt like it was just like it never reached a climax. It never reached a high point. Like I can't pick out a bright spot in the album.
It was very.
Yeah,
Like
it was
that.
just like
It was.
which is cool if you R&B. If you singing, like that's cool. You can do that shit. But when you hip hop, I need you to give me something. I'm like, okay, yeah, that was that right there.
So Icon didn't do it for you. Okay.
I mean, but like again, like what he does very well. So I don't want to diminish like his. I always say that I never want to diminish anybody's talent or their gift, what they bring to the table. He does that well. I don't think he chose necessarily the best producers to work with, and I don't think the arrangements were great. I think in the beginning it was, but after that it kind of like it's like he lost his own footing. Like he didn't know where he was going, and he had enough songs to put it out, so he did. And so for that reason, I give it a 6.5.
I give it a 7.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm looking forward to more stuff from Jaden. I like him. I like what he
fine.
does. And his sister's last album was the worst thing I've heard in a long fucking time. Oh my God.
With my hair back on?
That shit Willow put out like about a month ago, that shit was terrible, nigga.
I didn't know she had.
My son was like, is she yodeling? Like, what is she doing? Like, oh my God.
Golly.
Oh Lord, that shit was
I haven't heard it.
atrocious.
I haven't heard.
Yeah. Oh, she sounded like a stepchild.
I
Like,
wondered, was
Lord,
she putting
Jesus.
out music still? But I didn't know.
I didn't know either.
And she just put out a project like maybe a month ago, and it was god awful.
So, Sci-Hi, the Prince. Sci-Hi the Prince.
Try.
No dope on Sundays.
No dope on Sundays.
Saha can rap like Saha
He can rap
really
like
rap.
nobody's business.
Yeah.
Dude is a rapper,
Yeah. He raps at
like
like
Christmas time,
Yeah.
upper level rapping shit.
Yeah.
yeah, like
Pack your groceries up because it's time to put the leftovers away. Rapping.
yeah.
Take some home with you. rapping.
Yep. Fucking a prostitute, use a condom, rapping. Got you.
Wrap it up.
Come on, dog. You gotta catch reps.
I don't.
He's an
gotta catch
incredible
rap.
rapper, like Reynolds,
Rap.
heavy duty full.
Rap. You know what I'm saying?
He can
Like,
rap.
Yeah.
He can rap.
That's
He
what
can
we
rap.
saying.
He can rap.
That's what we saying.
No
So,
lie.
like, he does that, like, and again, so when you get into the intricacies of rap, the way he uses words, manipulates them, stretches them, and all of that shit, he does that crazily. Like, even the whole ask shit that he did, like, I forgot the way he put the line, but it's bananas on the intro. That shit was-
Banana.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Like, here's my issue with Saha. Saha can rap. Saha knows Saha can rap, and so he just continues to do the shit. Like, at some point, you can't continue to rap over everybody's head. Like, for me, I get it. So when I listen to it, and when people who feel and think like I do, they're gonna love it. If you play that shit for the average person, they're gonna be like, so you gonna turn that Black Bear song on? Like, I like that Do Re Mi. Like, yeah, put that on. They gonna want to hear G-Eazy No Limit.
That Black Bear Fire.
Yeah, that song is dope. But anyway, and I was like, here's my thing about that song. I don't think he wrote that song to that beat. I think he wrote that song to a totally different beat, and then they put that beat under it.
Which
and
one?
They made it. Do Re Mi.
Okay.
Yeah, listen to it again. Oh, it's dope. It's fucking dope. Yeah, but I think so. Okay, so his rapping level is so high, and then the production was great. The song arrangement was great. Like, Saha, like, he could just do shit that a lot of motherfuckers can't do. You probably can name like 6 or 7 motherfuckers who could do that shit. Like, it's not a whole lot. It's not a whole lot.
It's
people
not a
who could
lot,
do
and a
that
lot of
shit.
those guys can rap,
Yeah.
but
Like, if you gonna name the
something
people
about the album doesn't make it as palatable.
Yeah. So for me and my personal preference, I give it a 9. But I understand if people give it an 8, 7.5, 7. Like, I understand that people
My
gonna
problem
feel
with
that
it
way.
is that I didn't really get a chance to give it a good full listen more than once. Like, I did listen to it more than once, but it can't really count because I had the wife in the car and she started talking, so it was like half listen to the conversation, half listen to the song. So some of it kind of like,
Your ass.
I know, man. That's the way my week has been going, man. So I'm going 8.5
Yeah.
because when I was listening to it, I was impressed.
Definitely.
When you listen back to it, you'll definitely take it up to a 9, 9.5.
Yeah.
Like, it's dope.
You
It's
gave it a
dope.
9?
I gave it a
And
9.
I like I said, some songs I heard a couple times. Other songs, because I let it play through. It was just I couldn't listen to it without an interruption.
Right.
I give it a 8.5.
Why?
Why?
Yes.
Because it wasn't loud enough.
Okay, next moving on.
Yeah, this
Shit. Fucking Humvee.
It wasn't.
What was the other one? Nightmare on... What was it? What's it called?
Friday on Elm Street.
Friday on Elm Street. Fabulous and Jadakiss.
Wow.
The standout track to me, on that album is Talk About It.
Talk about it.
Like, I really like.
Oh,
that
wait a
song.
minute. I was thinking of a whole different thing. I was thinking of Dr. Dre.
Yeah, Talk About It.
Yeah.
It's a track featuring T. Allen Taylor. They used the Tevin Campbell sample.
That's what that was?
Yeah. Can we talk?
Can we? Yeah. Okay, yeah.
Yeah. And I thought it was very well put together. I like hearing Fabulous be more than just a punchline rapper. And Fabulous is like, he's one of my favorites. Like, he ever since I first heard him, like, I just like the way he crafts his lines. And again, you can see the setup coming sometimes, and other times you can't. And that nigga, he'll say some real slick shit, and I like him on that.
Yeah, man.
But hearing Fabulous say how he thinks or feels about something, it always gives you that depth, and it's like it's cool.
That's what I don't get from Fab a whole lot.
Enough, right? Yeah, I don't get enough of that.
Yeah.
Like, and it's funny because I don't get enough of it from Jadakiss either.
But he'll do it.
He will do it.
We know Jada do it.
Right.
Jada's biggest song, he did it.
Yeah, on why? Right, no doubt.
But
it's like, I want more of that. And I always said this about Jadakiss. You can listen to a whole album and you don't know nothing about him.
right.
Because even when he speaks about his life, he speaks about it in generalities.
Mm-hmm.
He said this on the lines, one of his lines. He said, I went through something with mama, no drama, something that came in went real life karma. What happened? You don't fucking know.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? If that was Beans, you'd have heard the whole fucking story.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I love hearing those guys like talk about what they really think and what they really feel. And I think that's dope. And I wish I'd have got more of it. Like rapping wise, I know what I'm gonna get. I'm gonna get some slick ass bars from both of them. Jadakiss got one of the best voices in hip hop history as far as I'm concerned. He definitely top 5 on that.
Yeah.
And then, like I said, he knows how to craft lines. Jadakiss has one habit that's a very old school habit, and I don't like it.
What?
He references the song title when he's closing out the song, and I hate that shit.
Oh, man.
I hate that shit.
I don't mind that shit at all.
But he does it so much. If he didn't do it on like,
It's
if it's
putting a
5
bow
songs,
on it.
if it's 5 songs,
it's
he's gonna give it
closure.
to you on 4.
It's closure.
But like sometimes it's such a stretch. Like even on Talk About It, like the way he closed that out, I was like, come on, Kiss. You could have gave me something side. Like you could have left on. That's my personal preference.
Yeah.
That's me on my rap hip hop nerd shit that
So-
I know he does it.
So where we at on it?
I mean, again, so the Swiss feature was dope. Tiana Taylor did her thing. I think I didn't like this either. I didn't like the fact that on the first, I think 6 songs, exact same thing. Fabulous opened it up, Kiss closed it out. Fabulous opened it up, Kiss closed it out. I didn't like that. So that's gonna knock it down some. I did feel when I listened to the project, I felt like it was rushed, and I feel like they didn't have anybody in their A&R in it. Like nobody who's a trained ear to say, hey, look, let's do this and not do that. So that brings it down again. So I'm at like a 7.5. And like for 2 artists who I regard as high as I do, like that's kind of a letdown.
Your turn.
Is it my turn?
Yeah, you know I give
It must
just,
be-
I just give the.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
seems like it.
Yeah. Got
It
it.
wasn't loud enough looking at it.
Head ass.
Shit, it wasn't.
Boy.
Outside.
Well, I say this. Those are 2 of the greatest rappers
Yes.
of their era, if nothing else.
Of any era, dog.
If you can't give them nothing else, of the times that they were in their prime, they were better than everybody else.
Woo. Yes.
Now, except for that Can We Talk, they gave you exactly what you knew you were getting. Now, that could be cool or that can be a little bit annoying.
Mm-hmm.
For me, it was a little bit annoying because I feel like there needs to be a little more growth there.
Right.
Then there should have been a little bit more of you giving me something that I can take home with me than just bars.
Right.
Now the descriptive thing that Jadakiss when he was talking about, because Fab did it, he didn't do it as well as Jada.
Right. Right.
But that was great. That was the probably the best you could do with a Freddie versus Jason scenario, setup.
Mm-hmm.
But past that, man, this Now Creek kind of got me, dog. I'm sorry, man. Hiccuping and shit.
I like Joe Budden.
I'm trying to breathe. Nobody got what I did there?
Uh-huh.
Okay. I knew DJ would get it.
Yeah, you know I ain't get it.
Come on, dog.
Breathe.
God damn. Fabulous.
1 to the 2. 2 to.
Okay, there we go. He caught up. Yeah, that was just my only thing was that when I listened to them, I wanted it to feel greater than it did.
Right.
It didn't feel like Black Republican.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though that song really wasn't the greatest song,
Right.
it felt like it was supposed to be.
Yeah.
Right. I feel you. I see what you're saying.
And you put Fab and Jadakiss together, and I should have felt more about that, and I didn't.
Right.
It was just like, you know, I almost was gonna say Joe Budden and Fabulous because of the old school Clue tapes. Man, don't give me that blank
triangle
look.
offense.
Yeah,
He don't know nothing about that.
like it's not gonna feel great because it's normal.
Right.
That's where I was going with that for those of you who didn't get that.
Yep.
So with that being said, I'm giving it a 7
Okay.
because because of the caliber of MCs those guys are
Right.
and the amount of experience they have. It should have felt great to me.
Right.
Not to say it couldn't be a different, you know,
Right.
somebody else could say it's a 9 or a 10. I wouldn't say it shouldn't be, but for me, I think that it should have felt like a great project to me, and it didn't feel great. It just felt like good.
If anybody gives that album a 10, I'm definitely gonna. We got issues. You can't give it a 10. You can't.
Right.
10 means perfect.
Yeah,
Without flaw, above reproach.
Yeah.
Like we're not
You're
doing
right.
that.
You're right. Humvee.
I give it a 7.
Was it loud enough?
It was.
This motherfucker.
Give it a 7.
If anybody can email or call in and explain what Humvee means by it's not loud enough without Humvee doing it, and then I'll totally digress and I'll
You can hear it from.
no. Don't explain it. I want
You can hear it from.
no. Don't explain it. I want somebody else to call and
You
explain
can hear from Sire.
the bullshit
can
that you
hear
said.
it. You can hear from On Elm Street.
Listen.
You can hear the
No,
two-
you're
the
explaining.
different sounds now.
Now you're explaining. Don't explain it.
You hear the
I want
different
them. Listen, I don't. I want them to call in and email us about the bullshit that you said
It's not bullshit.
about it's not loud enough. Motherfucker,
loud.
turn your speakers up.
It is.
And this is the Yeah I Said It podcast. 601-641-9474. Can I say 4? And next week, because the Hobson album was out and we listened to it, but DJ didn't get a chance to check it out.
Right.
And I'm not sure if Jay checked it out or not, but Jay's not here, so it
Shout out to
doesn't
Jay
matter
Young.
if he checked it out or
Feel
not.
better, bro.
Hey,
But,
Young, Jay Young, if you slow,
Yeah, we gonna get that one together. At
you violating?
yeah.
Violating.
But it's time to wrap this thing up, man. Where
Yeah.
can they find you at, Hummer?
Instagram, Twitter, GTHANGREC G Thing Rec. Holla at you young
G Thing Wreck on them boys.
and girls.
And I'm on the Facebook
No
at
sexual
Zil Rand.
Yeah.
Know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
I'm on the IG at Zil Rand.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? And I'm on the Twitter.
Why?
Because I be twittering.
Twitter pated.
As ill underscore Rand underscore is underscore back. And DJ to DJ.
Don't find me. I'll find you.
Ah!
Skirt.
On boys.
And girls.
You are listening to the Why I Said It podcast. Have something you want to say? Drop us a line at 601-641-9474.